To keep the right to host Olympics by aligning our objectives with our mission statement, our team has performed a diagnosis and has identified that the Salt Lake Organizing Committee has suffered from the 9/11 case. In the hopes of raising sales in the light of customers' safety concerns, our team has identified and drafted two options: advertise domestically addressing safety concerns, or heighten the volume and the breadth of security for each sports infrastructure. The implementation of option 1 first begins with gathering a media team specifically focused on brainstorming and developing a high-impact 10-second video to be delivered across all media platforms. The video will begin with strong images, sounds, and the words on the screen to attract the attention of the viewers. These specific key points will represent ideas of safety and security in the first 3 seconds of the video. In the next 4 seconds of the video, it will introduce symbolic images of unity, such as athletes from multiple nations standing together, images of large crowds and supporting their team, or local communities coming together. In the last 3 seconds of the video, it will wrap up with an advertisement stating where the Olympic Games are located and where to buy the tickets to the Olympic Games. Another option that our team evaluated in order to address safety concerns was to heighten the volume and the breadth of security for each venue's infrastructure. Just like advertisement, heightening the security will address and relieve customer safety concerns by informing the customers and competitors that well-trained security will be able to recognize potential threats and security risks that may raise red flags. The security team will also be able to communicate more properly and efficiently. The probability of option number 2 is highly unlikely because the Salt Lake City governors are opposed to distributing additional resources needed to support the Olympics. Our team recommends option 1 because the former strategy will secure the financial status of the company and its goal to remain stable in the light of its overall corporate strategies. While the latter strategy is sounding, our team deemed that the former strategy will benefit Salt Lake Organizing Committee the most, and that the latter strategy will be deemed as a fruitless endeavor if it doesn't go through. The recommended strategy of the video is meant to uplift the spirit of viewers as a means of garnering their support and excitement for the upcoming Olympic Games. In addition, through option number 1, not only will Salt Lake Organizing Committee be able to secure short-term sales goals, but also will be able to succeed as 5 guiding principles: involve the community, embody the highest standards of integrity, show physical responsibility and restraint, display to the world a great exhibition of sports, and to leave a great legacy behind.
In our implementation, we will focus in 3 parts: timeline, budget, and risk and mitigation. The timeline consists of 3 phases: video conception and initiation, project definition and planning, essentially media channel management, and project performance review. In phase 1, the production of the video should be done in 2 months and immediately be sent out for airing. In phase 2, it will be running concurrently with phase 1 in researching and contacting specific media channels or stations. The most important media stations that will be contacted will be CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox, and the CW. In phase 3, performance management teams will take charge and evaluate the effectiveness of the advertisement and adjust anything that needs to be changed. The commercial will be aired for 14 weeks, 7 days a week, 8 hours a day from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and 5 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. and will be played at the top of every hour. For our budget, we estimate the project cap will be at $35 million. After consideration of the commercial airing timeline, the total cost of the advertisement will be at $32.1 million. We reached this conclusion from estimating that the expense of running a commercial once will cost $41,000. Funding for the project media team will be reallocated $300,000 from the current media team. There will be an allocation of $200,000 for management in acquiring media channels and $300,000 for performance management. The total cost of this implementation strategy will cost $32,944,000 and be capped at $35 million for flexibility. There is a low risk of implementation and failing due to having viewers with a high level of uncertainty in the security of the Olympic events. However, we have a medium level of counter to this risk due to this strategy. While viewers may not reach new customers, it should lower the turnover rate of existing customers. Our strategy is both an offensive and defensive tactic, where it offensively targets the viewer's mindset and moral, and defensively protecting viewers from any uncertainty.
We will evaluate the performance of our recommendation based on the amount of reach and engagement the video gets. the SPSS data, and the results of the customer survey. The benchmarks for our recommendation would be $180 million in ticket sales. For reach and engagement, we would a total of 30 million people for our advertising video and have a 10 to 15% response rate for our customer survey. The output control factors directly affect the benchmarks because it involves sales objectives, the customer survey, and the performance target for the advertising video. The input control factors involves the employees and how their abilities and knowledge affect the advertising video.